Have you ever wondered how artificial intelligence actually works? Not the buzzwords, not the magic, just the basic idea behind how machines seem to understand things.
Let's take one example. How does LostInNotes find answers to your questions? We'll break it down with a simple scenario. Imagine we want to determine whether a sentence's tone is positive, negative, or neutral based on the words it contains. To do this, we train our system on thousands of sentences, already labeled as positive, negative, or neutral. By studying these sentences, the system learns how words are used to express different emotions. For each word, it creates a vector, a set of 3 numbers that show how often the word appears in each type of sentence. The first number, how many times the word appears in positive sentences. The second number, how many times it appears in negative sentences. The third number, how many times it appears in neutral sentences. Let's take the word like as an example. The system counts how often it appears in sentences. In a positive sentence like, I like this project, it appears once, vector 1, 0, 0. In another positive sentence, I really like your ideas, it appears again, vector 2, 0, 0. In a neutral sentence like, she's just like me, the word adds to the neutral count, vector 2, 0, 1. In a negative sentence like, I don't like this delay, it adds to the negative count, vector 2, 1, 1. So the final vector for like is 2, 1, 1, meaning it appeared twice in positive sentences, once in negative and once in neutral. Other words have their own vectors, depending on how often they appear in each sentence type. For example, the word awesome appears frequently in positive sentences, vector 3, 0, 0. The word sorry often appears in negative sentences, vector 0, 3, 0. Now let's analyze a full sentence. I like this awesome project. The system looks up the vector for each word based on its previous appearances in labeled sentences. To determine the tone of the sentence, it adds these vectors together. The final vector for the sentence is 8, 3, 4. The first number 8 is the highest, which means the sentence has the strongest association with positive sentences. Conclusion. The tone of the sentence is positive.
This is a simplified example, but the basic idea, turning text into a vector that carries meaning, is the same.
Now let's apply this to LostInNotes. Whenever you create a note, the system turns it into a much more complex vector, with hundreds of values instead of 3. That vector captures the meaning of your note. It doesn't store specific words, but rather a mathematical representation of what the note is about. Then, when you ask a question, we create a vector for the question too. The system compares that vector to all your note vectors. It looks for the ones that are closest, meaning the ones that are semantically similar. That's where your answer is most likely to be.
No magic. Just language, math, and a well-trained model working together. The more notes you take, the more knowledge you're quietly building. And when the time comes to ask the question, LostInNotes will help you find the answer. Start turning your notes into something more, something useful.
Try it now. LostInNotes? Lost no more.